Congratulations on White Tiger. It was such a fascinating look at class conflict in India, and I really, really enjoyed watching it.
Thank you.
My first question for you is just how were you inspired to, or how did you come across the novel, and what was the process of adapting it to screen like?
Well, finding the novel was pretty easy because it was written by one of my closest friends, Arvind Adiga. We were classmates in Columbia back in the 90s, and it's a 25-year dialogue now, he and I, about books and movies and the world and our ideas. I've been sharing my screenplays with him for feedback always. He's been thanked in almost every film I've made, and he's been sharing manuscripts with me, and we trade notes. And so I was fortunate enough to read early drafts of The White Tiger almost 4 years before it was published, and was immediately just riveted by the book, its themes, its ideas, and especially the main character of Balram was just so electric, and his narration, it's a first-person narration like in the film. It was just so funny and sarcastic and dark and insightful and satirical that I've been waiting 15 years now to make the film.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's incredible. And like, speaking of just all the themes in the film, which are really, I think, powerful, it's so interesting because not only do I think, a worldwide audience for the most part isn't going to be familiar with the class system in India, but also the characters in it. Pinky and Ashok, when they come in, they are kind of confronted with the two different ideals, right, of America and India. So how do you kind of deal with those layers of complexity?
Well, the Balram situation in many ways I could understand because one is that, I'm Iranian American. I lived in Iran for 3 years of my adult life. My dad comes from a similar village to Balram. I'd lived there. I'd heard stories about it my whole life growing up, speaking Persian language before even I spoke English. And that aspect of Balram's life I had seen firsthand in Iran for many years. And, the situation he's in seemed very similar to characters I've made films about, like in Chop Shop or 99 Homes, characters who find themselves on the outside of society, characters struggling economically to make it. They don't have all the opportunities that, let's say, the upper classes have. To me, it seemed now, even as I started editing the film in the age of COVID, as we started to unearth more tragically how tenuous situations were for the middle class in America, the movie seemed to be even more relevant to me and more understandable.
Right. I think that's what's so powerful, is that it's so specific and yet it speaks to everyone. There's something that's relatable for us.
We tried to make it very specific. My crew was 99% Indian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I took very few people with me, a production designer, a cinematographer, an assistant director, but everyone else working on the film was a local, and they were fantastic and really helped ensure the authenticity of the film.
Wow. Well, I mean, I think that, not that I can say, but I feel like you did a great job. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.